Oh, hi everybody, my name is Noemi. This is my first YouTube video on how to make cupcakes. And they're not any type of cupcake, they are Christmas tree cupcakes. So you will need any type of um, batter, whether it be chocolate, vanilla, whatever you feel like getting. Then you need icing. It has to be white, so vanilla, cream cheese, whatever you prefer. Then you also need ice cream cones. You don't need the big ones, you need the little ones. Obviously, you need your cupcake holders, powdered sugar. Now you can get the icing like this, or you can get the icing in the tube, and all you have to do is buy your design tips to put on the bottom part. Or if you get these, then you need green food coloring. So I am actually doing this for a friend of mine. She's doing this for her class of 25 kindergartners. So she decided to get super moist vanilla cake. Each box makes 24 cupcakes. So you have to buy 2 of them. Follow the instructions on the back to the T. Do not go over, do not go less. You mix them. I use an extra measuring cup and I pour it in so that it's easier for me to pour so that you can see where you're filling your cupcake holders, because you want to fill them halfway. You don't want to go past halfway because then it'll look like a blobbed cupcake or, you know, something really, really messy, and then you have to clean all of that up and then it gets into your oven and that's not great either. While you're doing all of your prepping and all of that stuff, you want to make sure that you take your oven, turn it on to 350 degrees or whatever the box says so that it's preheated. You're going to keep your cupcakes in there for 12 to 17 minutes, depending on the cupcakes. And I'm going to show you, since I started doing some of the pre-work already. You will open it. Take whichever one out you want. So I'm going to take the bottom one since that's kind of closer to the heater. I'm going to close this back up. I'm going to close this back up just for a second. Then what I'm going to do next is, the cupcake test. It's where you take a toothpick, you stick it right down the middle of the cupcake to make sure nothing gets on the toothpick, so that's how you know that they're completely done. So, take it, put it down, take it out, nothing. There's a little bit, but that's okay as long as it's not liquidy. You don't want them to be liquidy whatsoever. So you take those out. You're going to take the top ones out. Same thing. As long as it's not liquidy, you're okay. I'm going to keep that on because I have to do another set of cupcakes. That way all of the batter is done. And she will be set. So in this case, you can use powdered sugar, or if it's like for little kids and you want to make it a little bit fun, you could also use sprinkles so that it looks like it's like light bulbs on the tree or snowflakes or whatever it comes with. That decoration part is up to you. Completely up to you. So from this point, we're going to let these cool off. But because I need them, I'm going to take the cupcake parts out. We'll take those out. And I will show you how to do the cupcakes with the measuring cup. Put those over there to cool off a little bit. Because you don't want them too hot when you're putting on the icing. Now with the icing, you're going to need one that's white. completely white. So, like I said, you use cream cheese or you can use vanilla. The top of your cupcakes will be completely white, and then when you get to the cone part, that's when you need it to be green because the tree needs to look like a Christmas tree. So, bring this one over. Smells like cupcakes and pancakes. Sorry, I made pancakes earlier. Okay, so now you will take your cupcake holders, put them all in here. Make sure you fill up each and every one of them. Okay, now that you filled those up, you're going to take your cake batter and pour it into whatever measuring cup that you have, whether it be big, small, tall, whatever have you. Make sure you have a spoon handy so that you can just keep your batter the way it is. Now from this point on, I'm going to show you that when you pour, you want to pour halfway. So, and start off with a little bit. That way you can see where it settles, how it settles, and then from there you can go and go back always to make sure that they're all even. Okay. Sorry, y'all, if you hear that. That was one of my text messages. So, as you can see, you fill them up, and then you can always go back and make sure that they're all one height. Okay? Then you stick these back in the oven for 12 to 17 minutes, depending on what the box says. And then I'll be back to show you how to frost them nice.